Always on time, always there when you call, always on time. Baby, my
Whoa.
name is Ja Rule. I'll
Whoa.
sing it to you too.
Hey.
Baby, come real good, real
Hey. Hey.
cool. Ja Rule, yeah.
That was the perfect Ja Rule.
Thank you.
Is this Ja Rule?
Ja Rule, baby.
Hey, the INC. My name is Ja in the Bobby B.
What do you say?
My
Oh,
name
can
is
you get
Ja.
the door?
He just got up so mad.
No, he was determined. That's all it was. Whoa.
Oh, oh,
Oh.
oh.
Hey. He's built different, man. That's crazy.
Built different.
Oh, hey. You made it to our ad portion of the video where this video is sponsored by you and people like you on Patreon. Whatever you want to do, however you support us, even if it's just liking, subscribing, and even commenting or sharing on this video or any of our others, we really appreciate it. Also, for our audio listeners, we're now on Spotify, so make sure to check us out if you'd like to. Thank you so much, and let's get back to the video. We're entering the Christmas holiday season.
You know,
That's what you're talking about, right?
Because here comes Santa Claus.
I thought you were talking about like Jason, the
No, it's Christmas. This isn't Halloween anymore. We're months past that.
yeah.
We're definitely, I don't even know why Halloween's even coming up.
because you
On
said
your head.
that's all I heard was
It was like the sleigh, like.
okay.
Ding, ding, ding. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell swing and jingle bell ting.
I will say, I think I'm okay with Christmas music right now.
Yes,
Yeah, because there's
right?
no Mariah Carey.
How
No.
dare
I mean,
you?
you can't really.
How dare you?
Don't act like you can't. The song is great for like the first day.
No, it's good forever.
No, it's not. Not when everyone's like, "You coming to the holiday party?" and that's all they play.
Wait, what? Wait, what does that have to do with Mariah Carey?
The holiday party, they always play Mariah.
Well, yeah, because you have to.
They
Why
always
wouldn't
play
you?
whatever her song is.
You don't even know the song? All I Want for Christmas is You?
I haven't heard it this year yet.
Why? It's Christmas.
I block
right
it out of my
now.
memory.
You should have heard it.
Because I
by
haven't
now.
started listening to Michael Bublé. You know, the
Yeah.
classique.
He's
the
not a
classique?
classic. That song's from you're like
Pentatonics?
6 years. Pentatonics are definitely not
The
classic.
Pentatonics.
Even though there are some Christmas songs by Pentatonics that go
Hallelujah hits
crazy.
every time.
They go crazy. But Mariah Carey is the GOAT. Everybody's just trying to get like her.
That's what she thinks.
No, everyone knows that.
She made that Christmas song so long ago, and like
Yes.
she's still just making bank
like
off
from the
it. That's the
90s.
crazy part.
Yeah,
She just.
but I can't listen to it anymore.
I can't either though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I do it on my phone. I listen to it year round. So
It's in your regular playlist.
it's in my regular playlist. I will listen to it. I used to work at Subway, and when we had the Christmas playlist, and they had like 10 songs, and that was one of them.
Did you like? Okay, did you like that? Because I did it at Walmart. That's why I hated Christmas music for like 4 years.
I did hate Christmas music, but that song picked me up. Like I was like, I looked forward to at least that song in the playlist.
That makes sense though, because the stuff that they were playing at Walmart, I was like, oh, thank God, some like flavor in this
Yeah,
in this song.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. More power to her for the fact that she's still dominating Christmas songs, but just for me, I'm like, I'm tired of it.
Ariana could never.
Whoa.
Even though I do listen to Santa Tell Me, like it's also in my regular playlist.
Ariana is always.
She's not always.
I could always listen to Ariana Grande.
I can always listen to her, but I don't classify her as always. I don't think me listening to her all the time makes her always. I think the average person
love
has to
the
be
way.
like,
What
I
is
love her.
that? What is that? The one with Mac Miller,
I
and then
love
she hits the high
way
notes.
No, the one, not that one. The other one. Oh, the one.
Can you imagine?
No, the one with
Yeah.
Mac Miller where it's like it's a Mac Miller song, but she features on it, and I'm like, that song goes crazy.
I probably have not heard it, and I feel like I'm missing
Oh
out.
my gosh, I can't think of it. But they do a music video too, and she just does like, she literally sings like maybe 4 lines in it, but it hits. It's like, I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Why are you gonna kill it?
Because I love her and I'm excited for her.
You guys ready to get in these stories? Or
Yeah.
all right, smooth transition. You know what I'm talking about?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the
Oh my God.
Oh my God, yeah, we've been here. Maddie forgot to introduce us.
Hey.
Maddie, take the rest of the intro away.
Hey guys, I'm Maddie, and I'm here with
Brandon.
Sam.
And whoa, what was that?
I realized I was slowly coming out of frame on this. I was like all the way over here, and I said, "Oh wait, let me just." Oh, wait.
Not him taking advantage.
You're my cousin.
Was that the mercy call of "You're my cousin"? Please
You're my
stop it.
cousin, man. That's
You gonna
weird.
do this to me in front of my girl?
I'm trying to help you, man.
That wasn't help.
Yeah.
That was hurt. That was pain. That was violence.
So you guys ready to listen to some stories?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Christmas,
Okay.
right? Christmas
Yep,
stories.
yep.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
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 Am I the asshole for demanding the same Christmas present my stepbrother got?
Yes.
The rest of the episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for demanding the same Christmas present my stepbrother got? I sound like a real asshole, but I've completely lost my mind over this. My stepbrother is 17. We both have our driver's license. I just found out 5 days ago that my dad and stepmom bought a used car for my stepbrother. They got me a $600 gift card to Best Buy. I know $600 is a lot of money, but what the fuck? Am I crazy or is this super unfair? It's literally the straw that broke the goddamn camel's back. I'm actually so pissed off that I moved to my mom's house full time. My dad seems to be genuinely sorry and told me he's looking for a car now, but that it'll take a while. I messaged him back saying that I'll decide if I want to see him after he decides to be fair for once. I've ignored all of their calls and messages from him since. My stepbrother messaged me saying that I need to chill out and that he'll let me use his car. He also said that I need to stop bitching and ruining everyone's Christmas. I told him to get in his Civic and fuck off. Am I the asshole?
Dang, they got him a Honda Civic, man.
Yeah.
They love him, man.
Yeah, that car's never
That
gonna
car will
die.
never die, man. They gave him a perfect car. That's crazy.
Sounds like he's a material girl though. Or she.
I feel like definitely the asshole. Because I've had this conversation before where I'm like, I hate that people, because you're family and because you have siblings or blah, 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 and one sibling gets one thing, it's like, you deserve things from your parents. Parents are every, like, they're going to try to get you gifts. They're going to try to do nice things for you. But I'm like, the fact that kids think we deserve it, and I've seen this exact situation with cars, like, well, but it's usually years apart. It is interesting that they're the same age, but it's usually like the older sister got a car when they were 17, and then when they turned 17, they didn't get anything. And because difference in finances or whatever, but they're like, they didn't give me like, well, she got a car when she was 17, but I didn't get one. Why didn't you give me one? And like, I'm like, you don't deserve anything. Like, no one deserves anything. Your parents is not obligated to get you a car. I get being hurt in your feelings about it, but I'm like, you don't deserve it just because someone else got it.
I think I can definitely see where you guys are coming from, but I don't think he's the asshole. And I think it is because of the fact that they're the same age. So it's like, okay, if you can afford for one of them to get a car, give them both the car or something. But the fact that their birthdays seem to be around the same time, and you're clearly being like, yes, don't expect something from your parents, but also I think parents should be fair about not picking favorites. And I feel like this is like an example of like, well, I'm gonna get something for my son, but your stepson, I don't know, like what, $600 from Best Buy, you think that'd be okay? And he's like, sure, that works fine for me.
I guess the stepson aspect makes it weird
Yeah.
too. Because I think we had a story before where it was like, Oh, when the dad said something about the daughter, and like the joke is not as funny because it wasn't his biological daughter. It's like a different thing.
Yeah.
Like if it's your biological, you're like, oh yeah, you can kind of make that joke, but it's different when it's
Actually not your daughter.
Yeah, like that. So it could be a little bit of that could.
I think the whole step parent thing too. To what Sam's saying, we also don't know how long they've been step parents or had that relationship with that for, because then it's like at a certain point, if it's like you've been my step kid for 2 years, like I'm not gonna get you a car, but he gonna get one because that's my blood.
I don't know. I just feel a certain type of way about this for this kid. I'm like, if I'm putting myself in those shoes, I would feel offended if I'm like, they're the same age as me, and you got them a car, and you got me a gift card. You didn't even have the decency to give me something.
Well, $600 gift card. Let's not discount the amount. That's a lot.
That's true, but how much was the Honda Civic? Like what? Like
$600?
No.
They're the same price.
So then get him another Honda Civic.
Oh, there's only one. They only had one at the car store.
Only one deal.
And if this story was now, when cars are crazy expensive, they can only afford one.
Yeah, it's like the car dealership is like, whoa, one per person, one per family.
One per guy.
They're like, oh, we have
two kids. And they're like, we don't care. They say
card.
They don't care. They're like, we don't care.
They're like, but we care.
Like, our
We're
sons are
going to
be so mad. He's going to be mad. Like, they're pleading with the car to please. And they're like, no, you pick one kid.
You pick one kid and you get him like a $600 car from Best Buy.
Like, he gave him the exact amount. They're like, okay, I guess
that sounds like a good idea.
$600 is probably fair.
Now get off my lot.
Get out of here. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Maddie. I'm just always tired of, I think this is more of like, my anger is towards adults. Like, I have, one, they're not really friends, but people I know who complain about stuff that happened when they're, like, they would be still complaining about this car in their 30s. Like, my mom didn't give me a car when they gave me money. I'm like, get over it. Are you kidding me? You're still mad about that?
Wait, can we take a second? That anger from that
Bruh.
story, it like morphed in your face.
No,
right? You said, bruh.
It's serious. Like, I feel it so much. Because I think PJ said it in one of the sermons he was talking about, I think like last week or whatever, where he's talking about like people were still getting mad about something that happened 15 years ago. You're like, and I'm like, yeah, why are you still mad?
Move on.
Exactly, move on. It'd be the pettiest thing. It'd be the littlest thing.
I will say though, as the older sibling, my younger sibling, who's been on this podcast before.
Shout out Elise.
Elise, hey, Ellie baby.
Sure, whatever. No, but she's the spoiled one. Like, not that I grew up hard or anything, but it was like, there's a lot of stuff. I'm just like, how did she get away with that? And like, I was like getting like crucified for this. And my parents were like, hey, don't do that. Or hey, not again. And it's like,
don't do that.
I was over here getting, they were just over here just, and I was like, what the heck? But then like, too, like, my sister is inheriting my mom's car when she's done with it. But I had to pay for I'm still making payments today. And I'm like, what the heck? But then I was like, you know what? It's cool because like now I learned something. Like when you're responsible for things and stuff like that. There's like a lot of things she hasn't learned just because she hasn't had the opportunity to be put in a position to have those responsibilities and stuff like that. So it was like, I learned so much. Like, I'm like, all right, I know how to be smart with my money. She be like, oh, well, I think I want to spend. And she's like, all right, well, Mom, I'm sorry, what I got you a birthday gift, but I'm down to like 10 cents. And I'm like, how did you get to 10 cents from $60 in 2 days?
No, that's the thing that makes me laugh about Elise too, is she'll be like, oh, Mom, I really wish I could have bought you a birthday present, but I'm struggling in the bank. And we're like, how much money do you have? And she's like, $1,000. I'm like, you had money. She's like, yeah, but I just spent like $500. I can't, or she'll be like, I just spent like $60 on boba or something. And it's like, she's like, I'm really trying not to spend any more money. And I'm like, you're trying to not spend any more money on somebody else.
Oh, yeah, things you don't want to spend money on.
We know what you want to spend money on.
I love that for her. I love that.
She's so spoiled.
She'll be like, oh, I wish I had the money to do it. You're like, you do, Elise.
Well, I think because my mom, she bought me my first car,
Mm-hmm.
but it's because we got lucky. It was because there was this guy she knew was a mechanic who he like maintained all his family's cars, and his daughter was done with his car, but he maintained it. He just like sold it for $800. So it was like a steal. Like it ran for a long time, and it was just cheap. And I'm like, so it worked out that at that time I was able to get it, but then my sister didn't get one, and she was like, we can't really find a car like this for $800 just out here. Like this was luck. This was luck that happened. So me being the big brother, I bought her a car for like $1,200.
Dang.
She like wrecks it within a month. So I'm like,
which sister are we talking about here?
the one who was on this podcast.
Shout out Elizabeth.
Elizabeth,
Little
Ellie,
Smokey.
baby.
Little Smokey. Little Smokey.
So I'm like, you can't never win.
Yeah.
But she'll still get mad that my mom didn't get her a car.
Am I the asshole for replacing myself with my twin brother at my in-laws' Christmas Eve party to see if anybody noticed? I am 31 and have an identical twin brother. For a while, I told my wife that none of her family members notice me or care about anything I do on Christmas Eve, but they insist on me attending. She told me that's not true. They genuinely like me and enjoy talking to me, but I know that the only times they've included me, I've had to basically insert myself into conversations, and it feels awkward and unnatural. So I had a wager with my wife. Bring my twin brother Steve instead of me and see if anyone notices. I purposely did not prep Steve on anything. He went in completely clueless. He knew why we were doing it and was game, and I gave him $20.
That's a good bet.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
As I suspected, Steve confirmed that he wasn't approached all night. Nobody could tell he wasn't me, and he even admitted he felt excluded and he could only imagine how I felt. So this morning, on Christmas, I invited Steve to join. Normally, he's with my mom and dad every year as he's not married or in a relationship. They know about him, obviously, but didn't know about the switcheroo. That was when I revealed that last night I was Steve and expressed disappointment that nobody noticed and said, "This is why I stopped trying. Nobody talks to me." My wife drew the line here. She was hoping we would keep this between the two of us as a funny prank, but how can I expect her family to see what jerks they've been if I don't expose it? For what it's worth, Steve was fine.
I don't know why, but I just imagine two like twin magicians. He's just like sitting there with the family and law, like, "This is my twin brother. I am Steve." And then everyone's like, "Oh my God, no, what the heck?" He's like, "You guys are dicks." But
No, I would have loved if the family was like, yeah, we knew. We just didn't want to talk to him either. We knew it was Steve the whole time.
I feel like Brandon would have whispered to you and be like, "You knew that was Steve?" You're like, "No, I didn't know that was. I just don't care about him."
It doesn't matter to me.
you guys are both
They're
irrelevant.
like, we are excluding him.
We want him
Yeah.
out.
He
Your
purposely
wife is
tries to
lying to you.
join the circle, and we cut the circle off.
The invite itself is passive aggressive.
I mean, if you want to bring, if you want to come by yourself, that'd be great. But if you want to bring your husband, I mean, if you
And
have to.
I think I'm focused on the wrong part of the story because I'm more interested in like how the wife acted with the twin brother. Like, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, there's mistletoe, and you're like, we are married, right?
He's like in on it too.
Yeah,
He's like, "Oh,
yeah. Oh.
but you guys kissed." And he's like,
Oh yeah, the family's like, you guys were making out in the corner. We thought you're like,
Steve was feeling you up.
Yeah.
He was like,
you didn't tell me about that.
"Shut up, shut up, shut up."
You guys said, can we be excused? And you went up into the bed.
"We heard noises for 30 minutes."
You never did that with your husband normally, so that should have tipped us off. And the brother's like, that's why the brother was so gay. He was like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And $20
And $20? I
Sure.
can sleep with their wife and $20? This is a come up for me.
the whole time. Like the twin brother's like telling Steve, the wife is just giving him like the eyes. He's like, okay.
Like, it was the wife's idea, actually. You know what would be crazy? What if you and your brother, like, switched? And we, like, went to a hotel after the party and, like, we, like, pretend that he's you and you're him. He's like, Okay.
Okay, yeah. Is that gonna prove that your family really doesn't care?
Yeah, totally prove it. Let's see.
After it happened for this time, she's like, I don't think they got it. What if
We
we
need to
just
do it
try
again."
it for next year?
That's why she was mad, because they broke it up.
Let's do like a family vacation, like a whole week.
You just
Something
don't
like that.
go.
You stay here.
Bring
You
Steve.
stay here.
But I think it's funny, but I get why the wife gets mad. Like, she's like, because then it's like her family's like, you know how family is. They're like, so you just let him trick us like that? And we didn't. I'm like, you guys are bad, right?
You fell for the joke.
Yeah, you
It was
fell
a
for
prank.
it.
I think also too. Dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, why don't you just talk? Why don't you just tell him like, yo, y'all garbage. Y'all don't include me. I'm out. That's it. I mean, don't say it like that. But at least be like, hey, I just don't feel included in these family functions.
Well, I
Let's
feel
fix
like you, because I'm like, I don't know about you specifically, but I feel like you like have these family that you have. There's like all these significant others that are inserted in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Are they all treated? Are some treated
I would
like?
say they're treated the same, but I was actually just gonna ask, have you guys ever felt this? Because I feel like sometimes it's just people just don't mesh.
Right.
Because there are certain people in the family where it's like, they just don't really fit. Like, you can just tell people are just like, you're bringing him? She's coming?
My husband, my wife.
Your wife is
Yeah.
coming?
Yeah.
Like, no. But there's a significant other that came over and they mesh, and a significant other that came over and didn't mesh.
Right.
It was this boyfriend that came over, and he was just like, I mean, Brandon met him. Like, how would you describe him? He's just argumentative. He was awkward. Like,
A loser. No.
he would like low key like cause like he was like the type of person that would like cause problems, and so we're like for holidays and stuff, we like to do game nights and stuff, so we'll just be like, all right, like, let's play some games, and you guys he's like, you guys suck ass.
You gotta tell him. You gotta tell him what I did.
Or he'll just be really highly competitive, like with my mom. He'll be like, bring it, Gina. Is that the best you can do, Gina? And it's just like, that's the person who's hosting the party, and you're gonna talk to her, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because there's ways you can be like competitive.
Yeah,
and,
but
and,
not
and
do
funny.
like some people don't understand how they're doing. Like, they've
They're-
seen people be competitive, so they think they're doing the same thing, but
Yeah.
they're not doing the same
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Yeah.
And then there's a girlfriend that still comes over, and she's probably been there for like 4 years. She comes over like whenever our cousin does, and she's really nice. Like, she's very chill, and it's just cool. Like, I think she's kind of quiet, so we don't really talk to her that much, but we try and talk to her whenever.
This is the person. She has a twin, doesn't she?
There's a girl.
Well, this one's different because I'm like, he just feels isolated. Like, he feels like no one talks to him.
Well, then I'll say for her, we do try and talk to her, and she's like, she doesn't like sit off in like a corner or anything. Like, if we're like playing cards, she'll just join the table with her boyfriend, and we'll all like play and like have fun and stuff, and we try and include her. But I mean, I just don't really know anything about her. But she's been there for like years, so we always try to hang out with her.
You don't know anything about her, but she's been there for years.
I'll be honest, for the longest time, we weren't confident about her name. Because I think every single time we would ask somebody, we're like, is it this name or this name? And they're like, I think it's this name. But I would never feel confident enough to say it to her face. Well, I didn't ask him. I wouldn't be like, yo, what's your girl's name again? No, I would ask his sisters. I'd be like, what is her name? Because I feel like it's this. And they're like, no, drop the A, add an E. And I'm like, okay. Because I'm not trying to say it to her face and then make her feel potentially, if she doesn't feel welcome, make her feel worse because I'm calling her the wrong name.
What's your name? So you're like, hey, girl.
No, I'm just like, hey, how are you?
You just do the hey.
You know?
Okay.
How you been?
I don't know if I told you guys this story before, but I'm like, this is the reason why I wanted to break up with one of my exes, was because I got introduced to my neighbor, and he introduced himself and his daughter, but I could not remember their name. So my ex was over one time, and I'm like, hey, I saw him out in the backyard. I'm like, hey, let's just go in the backyard, and be like, and you go like, hey, and you're like, and you introduce yourself. He'll have to tell your name to him, And then
Smooth.
Yeah, smooth. Like that's how you get it, and then I know now.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes over, she was like, he just told me to come over because he doesn't remember your name.
Oh my
like,
God.
Help me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I get that as a joke, like to be like, oh, I'm going to do that, but don't actually do it. I would never do that. I'm like, I'm a big, like, petty, like, person. I joke around like that, but I'm like, that kind of stuff, I'm like, no, you just go along with it, you get it, and you tell. I was like,
that makes everything so much more
furious. Awkward. I was furious.
Yeah.
And he was just like, and he said his name, but I'm like, that was just this thing where he knows
Relationship
that,
ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
It's not. He's constantly trying to talk. But still. So he probably does. But I'm like, it's something I thought about because I'm like, this is what I would not want in a partner.
Yeah.
Someone who just doesn't go with. We're supposed to help each other out.
She like threw you under the bus.
Yes.
I don't really like people like that either. That like they make you the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
I like people that make themselves the butt of the joke.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So like the fact that I just don't like people that do that because it's like you're kind of picking on somebody in a way. And sometimes it's like, okay, it's no big deal, but the person that picked on, like they feel a certain type of way. And then it's just like, I don't know.
Because you have to know the dynamics. Like if I'm with my significant other and I go to their family's house,
Mm-hmm.
the significant other is going to get made fun of because everyone's like, they're the person that's common, so it's easy to make fun of them. But if I'm at my family's house, I get made fun of. You make fun of me.
Right.
Because like that's how the dynamics are supposed to work. You don't make fun of your significant other in front of a bunch of strangers that they don't know. That's messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get close enough where it's like fine to do that.
Yeah.
What happened today?
No, literally, I was just getting on Brandon and my mom because they're a freaking tag team duo. And whenever Brandon's at my house, exactly what you said, they're the one, they pick on me.
Yeah.
So my mom will be like, oh, Maddie, Brandon's been in here for like 20 minutes. Did you ask him if he wanted something to drink? And I'm like, I did actually, Mom. He said he didn't want anything.
No, today was
Today.
Today made me actually laugh because I saw it like firsthand. I was like, you just told me. So, like I was telling you earlier, I've been doing these HIIT workouts.
Yeah.
And like, after Brandon was making me this barbaric caveman hunger strength type thing.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, yo, like I finished eating my leftovers because I eat lunch at Maddie's house, and then I was like, I'm still hungry. And then
and then I was like, Mom, because she was in the kitchen, I was like, Mom, do we have anything for him to eat? And she was like, yeah, Maddie, we have chicken tacos. Did you not offer him chicken tacos?
I
And
can
I'm like,
literally see your mom saying that.
holy crap. And then Brandon starts laughing at me, and I'm looking at my mom, I'm like, did you really just try it?
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the fact that she did that because I was like, she was literally actively asking, like, do we have anything? She's like, you didn't tell him we have chicken tacos? Why? I'm like,
Literally.
bro, she was literally looking for food for me, and I was just like, that's crazy.
It's funny,
She
though.
really
It
did
was
get thrown under
funny
the
because
bus.
because even afterwards I was like, Mom, you can't keep doing that to me. I was like, I know you're gonna keep doing it and it's funny, but I'm telling you right now, you can't keep throwing me under the bus with Brandon. She's like, I'm just trying to teach you how to treat somebody. I'm like, I was doing it.
But does that same thing happen when you're over here?
Not in the way of like etiquette and manners, but when it comes to like I get invited to things first. Like his mom will be like, Miss Denise will be like, Maddie, we're thinking about going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Are you available like in December? And I'm like, yeah. And then I'll come down here and I'll be like, Brandon, why didn't you tell me about Hawaii? And he's like, what's Hawaii?
I didn't know about Hawaii.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what happened. I was like, what are you talking about, Hawaii?
And then he'll go up and talk to his mom, and he's like, oh, I was gonna tell you, but Maddie was just right there, so I thought I'd bring it up. And so he's like,
she's like, actually, no, Maddie's coming. You're not. I didn't invite you for a reason. This is just Maddie's.
It's actually a vacation of 4. She's taking your spot.
Yeah. Brandon, you're staying here.
What you finna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
but you don't have teasing like.
Oh no, she teases me too.
Yeah.
I just be existing, bruh. Like
Yeah.
it's not like Maddie said, it's not etiquette and manners. It's just like Brandon's there, so let's just make fun of him. And I'm just like,
yeah.
what?
But that's how you do. That's how people get brought in. They bond in that way, and that's okay. You just can't do it the opposite way around.
Just let me live in my own house sometimes. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Then you have to be alone and single, and then no one will say anything to you.
Oh, never mind. Hey, y'all keep making fun of me.
Am I the asshole for getting my sister pictures of...
You'll be alright, man.
Actually, that's the front I am single and alone, and I still get made fun of. It doesn't matter whether I'm with someone or not.
I mean,
think
Brandon
that
will
it's
do it
just your
for you.
personality.
I have a great personality. I have a lovely personality.
You do
You're
have a
like-
great personality, but that's why we're gonna make fun of you.
You have a great personality, and for me personally, you're
You
like
give
a
good back and
hittable
forth.
person. I like hitting you, but it's also like you said last week from like all the years of trauma from you bullying me. But
I mean,
Which we can just ignore. Like, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about, old stuff that people keep bringing up. He keeps bringing up all this trauma that of me, like, bullying him from as a little child. Get over it.
you need me in Funflex. You need
Because it
me.
was funny, okay? I'm sorry that I like to have fun.
And I'm sorry that it's funny
I
to
like
me
to
now.
torture kids, I guess. And I'm the bad guy?
So don't get
Jeez.
mad at me when I torture
I
middle-aged
am
men.
because you're doing it for old stuff.
No, I'm doing it for fun now, too. You integrated it into me. It's your fault that I'm like this. You allowed me to be
I allowed this to happen to you.
dead joke. Dead joke.
No.
It will never die.
Am I the asshole for gifting my sister pictures of my dog?
Like pinup pictures? Like the dog in a bikini?
I don't know about that, but maybe a little doggy photo shoot and
Yeah.
slide him across the table.
Why
Why are you so good at dog barking? That was good too.
Thank you. Oh, actually, yours was good. Yours was better.
Yours was good. Brandon?
I'm under pressure now. I'm
Yeah,
really
you gotta
scared.
do
It'll
it.
come out. It'll come out
Okay,
later. It'll come
okay.
out later.
We'll be waiting.
We'll be
I
waiting.
got scared. My palms are literally sweating. I don't know why I
You
got
pause.
this.
Oh, we saw what you did there.
He has pause now. Yay.
I'm a bit of a jackass, I'll admit.
Scamp.
But hear me out. So today I was at my parents' house to celebrate.
Celebrate.
Celebrate good times.
Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on.
Celebrate now. We'll celebrate. No sex.
Anyway. So today I was at my parents' house to celebrate Christmas Eve with my side of the family, as this year I will be spending Christmas with my girlfriends. Anyway, we opened up presents early this morning. Something I should note about my sister is she loves her children, which is great, and I do love my nephews, but every year she gets me magnets, pictures, blankets, and pretty much anything she can plaster her kids on. While it is nice, I don't have a shrine at my house dedicated to them, and I know this might sound selfish, but I don't really want them as I don't know what to do with them. They end up in a drawer or something, because one year she got me a large tapestry thing with her kids on it, and it was huge. Obviously, I didn't want to hang it up as it was quite literally covering the entire wall. I never say anything to her as I don't want to offend her and ruin Christmas. So that's when I had this genius idea of doing the same thing, but with my dog. I put him in a little tie and took his picture and put it in a frame. I love my dog as my child, so I figured I'd gift it to my sister. I also got her a $25 Starbucks gift card as she's obsessed with them, and I wasn't trying to be petty. Anyways, she opens it up and her face drops. Then she goes to me and says, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?" And without a thought, I said, "Same thing as I'll do with yours. It'll look good on your coffee table." Long story short, she got mad, and my family is pretty much on my side, except for a couple of people who thought it was funny, but in the end, dogs aren't comparable to humans, which I don't necessarily agree with, and that wasn't the point of the gift, but whatever. I thought it was funny, but I need unbiased opinions. Am I the asshole?
And here we are to give our unbiased opinions. No. No, not at all. That comeback was everything. He blew out the water.
Yeah, I agree. Not the asshole. Like, who? I don't want a tapestry of your kids. Like, I get magnets are fine, pictures are fine, but yeah, once you get into objects like
Mug.
I don't want a mug of your freaking kids. I don't want anything with just people's face. Why do anyone want that? That's not the parents. That's something you just give to parents.
Or grandparents.
Oh yeah, grandparents. That's a grandparent thing. That's a parent thing. Cause
she also didn't think about a gift then. Like if it's like literally just anything with her kids, plastic, she ain't giving no effort into a gift. What the heck?
she's Googling what can I put my kids on, and she clicks. That's it.
That's it.
Frisbee.
50 of them.
Take it. I'll take
and
it.
she's just giving it to everybody. Like, yeah.
No, it's like those.
She's just throwing it at a dog park.
Actually, I do like the idea of a frisbee.
What is it? The scholar. You remember when they used to do like school pictures and they would have like these packages
gosh.
with everything, and that she just bought one of those one year, and it's just got all those
She's
things.
been
She's
coasting on it.
1 year at a time. Oh, tapestry. Oh, we're running low after this one. Got to make a scene or something. Make it awkward to give gifts next year.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I wonder what was she mad about? Like, what was the gift supposed to be if she got something else?
Yeah. And he was nice enough to even give her something that she would use, a gift card to a place that she loves. So I don't know.
You gave me a tapestry and nothing else. What am I going to do with this tapestry?
What do you want me to do? Wrap it around my body at night when I get cold? It's too thin.
With my sweatpants with your kids on them and my freaking t-shirt. I got a hat with your kids. I'm freaking freezing. My comforters, your kids. A quilt.
I got those freaking eye shades.
The pillow is the shape of your second child I'm trying to sleep on right now. It's just.
And you're dating someone. They're like, why do you have all these?
Why do you have all these children?
Just around. They're not even your kids. These aren't your kids. Yeah, it's my nephew.
Way to ruin a mood is just having a comforter that has a child's face on it. Just if you accidentally look at it, you're like, okay, all right, this is over. We're done. We're taking it upstairs. Hey.
And you go through the door that's just the kids, a full length thing of the kids.
It's just wallpaper of the children.
The kids, there's cutouts of them like playing like you just hit it down.
The carports.
Yeah. They're like,
you wake up at night, you're like, oh. I'm sorry, nephew.
Yeah, because I'm just imagining a horror movie. Like I can see a horror movie set with like, you just see the kids everywhere. You're like, I can't get away from them.
The
You
doorbell's
think that
just
they're,
their
like,
laughter.
obsessed?
Yeah.
Oh, I would hate that. Just. I can imagine his doorbell being. I mean, that's your opportunity to.
Brandon, you had all this time.
He said, I'm going to go deep. Got that dog in me.
Got that dog in me. Woo.
Okay. I'll allow it.
I was mad. I thought
because it was more of a rough instead of a wolf.
Yeah, it was a rough, yeah.
A wolf? Like a wolf?
Rough. Roof. There we go.
Brandon!
I get to stay one.
Yeah.
More episode.
If that would have been the defining thing of like, if I can't get it, I'm off the show.
Yeah.
Like,
we would
have taken your
meow
spot
if that was a point.
Huh?
He would meow.
Yeah.
Meow of the Tiger is like #1.
Oh my gosh.
On the billboard?
On the billboard. It makes me laugh because like
just a TikTok.
Maybe I should. But yeah, some of the comments
even
are
if
just
nobody
like,
else watches it, I just want that.
meow, 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 meow.
It was so freaking good. I actually listened to it again. It's so good.
I think the thing that makes me laugh is somebody. I mean, it came off as a compliment, but I think it literally defines our podcast. She was like, I like how you guys talk about something and then go completely off of the topic, but you manage to circle back around and finish it up. And I was like, that's literally what happens is somehow there's a tying comment where it's like, and anyway, thank you guys for,
Yeah.
So to go from Meow of the Tiger to, man, Stargazer deserved better, Yeah.
And we can have, like in a year, we can have a clip show of all our musical things. Well, Meow of the Tiger will have Celibate from this episode. I know we've done other songs.
Celibate. We got to do Celibate.
Yeah.
And I had a great time here with you guys.
Yeah.
So did I.
So did I.
So did I. I love it here.
I love it here.
You're like my favorite people.
So that's
One of
how
my
we end the podcast, and that's where we end it here.
And I'm vocalizing it.
And we're
We are
out.
friends.
Signing out.
I'm just here.
Signing out. Bye.
Signing out.